Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's a new week, which means it is a new weekly. For this layout, I have caved living in a male-dominated house. Both my partner and my 12-year-old stepson are obsessed with playing Fortnite. They've absolutely loved it. I thought it would be something they would grow out of within a couple of months and find a new game. Oh no, months and months later, it is still the most played game in our house. And whilst I did a couple of months ago have a little go at playing it, I'm not somebody that can go out and kill somebody. I am brilliant at camping in a bush and not shooting anybody. If that was a game, and if any gamer out there would like to create the game where you just hide, go around collecting things, I would nail that game. So I don't personally play Fortnite, but it is on in the background in my house every day by at least one of the males in this house. So I thought as a memory it would be good to have it in my journal. If you're unfamiliar with Fortnite, it is a game that's available on Xbox, on PC. It's probably available on other consoles, but we're an Xbox house here. And you sort of get dropped into a map with 100 people, and it's just a survival of the fittest game. It certainly swept my family up. They are obsessed to play it. So I think in a couple of years' time, if the Fortnite that they play at the moment, they move on to something else, it'll be a cool memory to look back on and go, hey, you remember when you spent all them hours and hours and hours playing that game? But I focused on three elements of the game, which is the balloon drop, which happens whilst you're playing. It's a balloon that drops a box full of loot and items that you would need throughout the game. That's over on the left. The llama down on the bottom right is a little bit of an elusive character. So llamas spawn all across the map in sort of random places, and there's not very many of them. They're quite rare. So if you do find a llama in my house, you will hear the boys shout, I've got a llama, I've got a llama, quite loudly, which I still giggle at because as a non-Fortnite player, that tickles me. And then all across the map, which is quite common, you have lots and lots of chests full of loot and things to carry on with the game. So I've gone for those three. I've kept the guns and the ammunition side of it completely off this spread. As much as I like the memory of them playing Fortnite, I don't want to draw guns and all of that sort of stuff. The closest I got was a boogie bomb, which is on the Monday to daily box, which is a bomb that you throw and it makes people dance. That's about as much of the heavy artillery that I'm ever gonna draw in my journal. So it's a case of now outlining it and just going in and adding colour. Which for this spread, you may notice these aren't my Faber-Castell pens. I was out shopping at the weekend with my family and in a local Wilkinson's, which is one of those shops. I hope you guys have a similar shop around the world, but it's a shop you walk in and it has pretty much everything. And it's all pretty reasonable in price. Anyway, I digress. In that shop, they have a tiny little stationery section because it's back to school here in the UK. And they had a set of Bic kids colouring pens. I think there's 24. And they were on sale for £2. Now, yeah, I mean, you know that I'm going to get new pens, and you guys know I've been talking to you that I'm probably going to reinvest in my Faber-Castell pens. These don't in any way match up to my Faber-Castells. They don't have enough colour variety. They are too thin for me to really draw with and colour in. But they're great pens. They are really great. So I thought I would test them out for this spread. I do have a sort of review for them and what my thoughts are. And then when I get my new Faber-Castells, I will do a proper Faber-Castell review because I think I've talked about them so many times in my journal. But I will link this new Bic set that I have bought in the comments down below. I think I'll have to put an Amazon link in so that everybody worldwide can be able to see how to get hold of them. They don't bleed, they don't ghost any more than Faber-Castell, so I can't knock them for that. They're really good pens. I think what I'm going to do with these is give them to my son. I think my 2-year-old likes to sit next to me now and do some drawing while I'm filming doing my drawing. So you might notice in some videos there will be a little hand creep in on one of the shots. I do try and keep him contained, but if anybody's ever tried to contain a 2-year-old, you know that that's actually harder than doing any difficult journal layout ever. And that's it for this video, guys. I'm going to finish up. I've got my calendar, my tracking in there, and I'll put the days of the week where I will try and do my best brush lettering. I'm getting there. It's a slow process, but I'm getting there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I would appreciate a like. Let me know in the comments what you're doing for next week. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit that button and you'll be notified when I upload new videos.